I'm starting my third walk-in advent in the Yorkshire Dales in the town of Reeth. The book says Reeth was formerly an important centre for a lead mining industry, but is today an immensely popular resort for day trippers who flock here to sample afternoon teas, locally made bread and cakes and the invigorating scenery. The village itself spreads around a green, split by the main road, and has an attractive display of cottages and houses. I'm currently sitting in a bus shelter, but we'll have a little exploration of the area in a moment before I then start my third walk-in advent to Grinton. And the book that I'm going to be using today as my reflection is called Dark Night of the Soul by St John of the Cross. An interesting book. I started reading this some time ago and I'm only a third of the way through it. It's a book that has to be read very slowly and deliberately and thoughtfully, and I have struggled with it from time to time, but I will try and finish it. But that's the book I'm going to use today. And so we'll start a wander off and have a look at Reeth. Might just find somewhere we can get a cup of tea. But it's a quaint looking place and there's a market over there, so we might just have a look at that. Lots of cars here. I spy a tea room over there. It's like a little market down here. Let's go and have a look at the market. Not a large market. Well, I've moved on from the market. Cheese stall look interesting, but not sure it'd last for my journey home to Essex. I think I might go and explore those tea rooms over there. A new opening day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, open from 11 AM. But it's not one of those days, so no tea, coffee, or toasted tea cakes here. I think I'll try and find somewhere else. Place over there in the corner, I think. We'll go and have a look. See what we can rustle up before I go on my walk.
Oh, okay.
The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Could I have a cappuccino coffee, please? And could I have a toasted tea cake with butter and strawberry jam, if possible?
Yeah.
That'd be very nice.
Tea cake, butter and strawberry.
Strawberry jam, that'd be lovely.
That's great. Anything else?
That's all, thank you. That sounds good.
That's great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, that should be a nice refreshment before I start my walk to Grinton. This place is a hive of activity. Sounds like the door could do with a bit of 3-in-1 oil. Never mind, I'm not in a rush anyway. Sit here, relax, enjoy some coffee and a toasted tea cake, and then we'll set off to Grinton and take a look at that little, very little village. I'll talk more about it when I get there. And it's not too bad today, but a bit cloudy. It's time to sit back and relax. Moving out into the countryside with the farms. The thing I like about Yorkshire is the walls. Those sort of hand-built stone walls look absolutely magnificent. You see them everywhere. The amount of effort and skill that must have gone into building all of those. Just look at this one. Yeah. Right. 3 dogs out for a walk. Now this is where the path ends, so try and get over this bridge before there's any traffic coming. Although having said that, I may well stop here and have a look, because there's a sort of vantage point I can nip into quickly before the vehicle comes around. Here we are. Oh, look at that. Another stream. Seems to get traffic in sort of dribs and drabs. Got a whole run of cars and motorbikes, and then it goes quiet again. People doing a walk there. And I'm heading in that direction. This is a narrow bridge. I wouldn't like to meet an articulated lorry coming over it, and I'm coming the other way. It would be a challenge. Morning. Public footpath to Langthwaite. Yeah, there's those walls. There's absolutely rows and rows of them and columns of them. They're so neatly built. The amount of time the effort that has gone into creating those. Every single piece is different, but they all look absolutely great and blend in so well with the outbuildings that are there. And some of them have got curves in them, some are straight, they're all different. What a magnificent view. Well, I'm not taking the public footpath to Langthwaite. I'm going along this way to Grinton, and oh, let's go and have a look at the stream, because we can get down to it at a low level. Alright, let's go across here and have a look. Oh, this looks nice. Just listen to that stream. That sound is just so soothing. I need to do more of these walks. I'm finding it very relaxing. There's a calm about it. You can feel the presence of the Lord here. I know he's omnipresent and he's everywhere, but sometimes when you're in the daily bustle of life, you don't realise he's there. But I can actually feel the love and warmth, kindness of the Lord in this place, the beauty of creation. It is truly magnificent. Right by the stream here. I think time to sit down, have a rest before I take the rest of the footpath now, and just have a reflection from St. John of the Cross. The story of St. John of the Cross was that a group of Carmelites imprisoned him in 1577, and he was kept in a tiny windowless cell measuring 10 feet by 6 feet. After 9 months he managed to escape. He's probably best remembered for his writings Dark Night of the Soul, which is the book I've got here. I think one of my favourite quotes from St. John of the Cross is, "The endurance of darkness is the preparation for great light." Isn't that what Advent is all about? Waiting for the light. The Baptist preacher Charles Spurgeon said, "To trust God in the light is nothing, but trusting him in the dark, that is faith." Our journey through Advent is one of darkness until the light gradually builds. Each Sunday in Advent, the Advent ring gets brighter, until on Christmas Day it is fully illuminated. Our present sight remains dim and occluded. As St. Paul said, we do not see clearly. The time will come when we will see whole reality face to face. Very polite notices, please close the gate, thank you. Better than always shut that gate. I suppose landowners around here do rely a lot on the goodwill of people to make sure that they follow the country code and shut these gates, because I guess it is important to keep animals in and protect the farmland. One thing that strikes me about Yorkshire and North Yorkshire and the Dales is that the hilliness of it. Just stop for a minute. I'm just going to look all around. If you just look at that, the contours. You don't get this very much in Essex, where I come from. Essex is quite a flat county, but up here it's up and downhill. Yeah, which is nice because it makes a change. Be flat all the time is, to me, it sounds a bit boring. Not that there's anything wrong with Essex, don't get me wrong, but to come here and have a bit of a change in the geography and the landscape, it's absolutely wonderful. Here's some fowl in the background. The stream itself has now diverted away from me beyond that field. It's where the trees are. And I think eventually I'm going to come to a bridge and I'll meet up with the stream. Here's some ducks in the distance. Well, just look at that tree, that branch, it's been torn away. Force that must have caused that. Looks fairly fresh to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Well, do you live around here?
Yes, we do. We live in Grinton. We live up
Oh, I'm
the
just
road.
going up to Grinton.
Well, we live just above Grinton on the way out towards the youth hostel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, how lovely. Grinton's just a small place, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very
is,
small.
yes.
Yeah.
But it is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. What's the name of your dog?
Oh, that's our son's dog. He has the
Heather.
Bridge Inn, which
He
is
has
the
a
local
pub.
pub.
Oh,
Heather,
right, I've seen
yeah.
that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yes.
She belongs
There's a
there.
sheep. Have you seen the sheep sculpture on the roof up there?
No, I'll have to have a look when I
I'll
get
have a
there.
look at that because
I'll
there's a
have a
sheep
look.
up on the roof. It was
Oh,
done for the
right.
Swaledale Festival as the way into the Swaledale Festival, which is a music
Right.
festival which starts in May, and it was
Right.
put up there with a musical instrument on it and a different one each year.
Oh, right.
They've had a French horn up its bum and all sorts
Oh,
of things.
good grief, how
that's what
incredible.
That's what.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
up for the festival, then taken down again. Now it stays all the time.
Up there, yeah.
But when it was first there, it looked more lifelike, and somebody came rushing in one day to see our son and said, "Do you know there's a sheep on your roof?"
Oh, incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you need to pick that up if you.
I'll
yeah,
pick
yeah.
that up when I go up there.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that whale that's in someone's, not
Yes.
whale,
Oh,
no,
yes.
was it a whale? No, shark.
Yeah,
Shark.
yeah.
In someone's
Yes.
roof. I saw
Yeah.
that was in the news yesterday.
Yeah,
It's
it
now
was.
got a preservation order on it.
has.
That's it?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
missed
it has.
that.
Yeah,
Has it
yeah,
really?
The guy who put it there just did it in sort of defiance of the council.
Yeah.
But now the council's turned the tables and put
I
preservation
know,
on it.
that's
So you
right.
can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, God.
You know
Yeah.
about then they talking about church for the church. You know about the corpse whale, the coffin wall.
I've heard of that. I've read about
Well,
that.
that
Yes.
actually runs. It goes actually in various directions because
Right.
it goes. The church, St Andrew's Church, is known as the Cathedral of the Dale.
Of the Dales.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's basically where they brought the coffins down for burial in the churchyard. And
Yes.
it takes you down. It's a lane that runs out the back along here, But in fact, there are various tributaries to it. This is
Yeah.
one of them.
Right.
To bring bodies down in the past from various parts up the dale. And there were various resting places on the way down as well,
Right.
Where they stayed the night.
where they'd leave and stay the night, and probably
Really?
go in the local pub, and they'd leave it on a stone slab. There's a walk every year. In fact,
Easter.
organised by the church at Easter to do this
Right.
this walk down
Must
with.
be on this Easter.
It'll be on this Easter.
Right.
Yeah.
No coffins though.
No.
No, just a walk.
It's just a walk now. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I think
it.
there was a reenactment once.
Was it a
wasn't there?
reenactment?
Yeah, there was.
Because we had people we knew
earlier on,
dressed
yeah.
in the
Yes.
sort of dress of old walking down this, but that's a
Yes.
long time ago.
Yes.
But just if
Yeah.
you're doing it for the church, that's something else worth
Yes.
knowing about.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm going to call in at the church.
Yeah, it's a nice church.
Nice.
You know it's open because we
Catherine-
opened it this
We
morning.
opened it this morning.
So you opened it.
Yeah,
This morning.
yeah.
Oh,
My wife
you
did,
go
yeah.
there, do you?
We do. I
He
buy
likes
bell
the
ring there.
building.
But I like
You
the
like the building,
building.
so you
And
look
don't go
after
to the church,
Yeah.
but I
No,
help with the churchyard. I used to look after the bees there. I haven't for the last 2 or 3 years. There's some
Right.
beehives there, and I'm one of the bell ringers. In fact,
I'm a
yeah.
bell ringer too.
Oh, are
All
you?
right.
Yes, I ring at St Mary's Prittlewell
Right.
in Essex. And talking of bell ringing, I noticed that this was the church that in the original BBC, All Creatures
Yes,
Great
yeah,
and
that's
Small,
right.
that Tristan
Yeah.
Farnan rang
He
at.
did indeed.
One
A friend of
our
ours.
friends
Peter
actually
Davison.
taught him, and he said he was very good and very quick
yeah,
at
A
yeah,
friend
learning.
of ours
he-
actually ran with them because he
Really?
was a ringer and they weren't, and just he wanted someone to steady it all. So he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually in that last.
Yeah,
in that-
Well,
that
yeah.
bit,
well.
Yeah, and there's a picture of them. In fact, they broke
Oh.
the stay, and we've got the stay in the
They
bell
broke
tower.
the stay. What Peter Davison?
No,
broke?
it was
No.
part of the thing was to break
Oh,
one. and
right, part of the
he went up
storyline.
with it, so part of the storyline. Well, we have the broken stay.
Oh, right.
Yes, it's on
Well,
on
what a
display in the bell
story.
tower.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll go and have a
yeah.
look at that
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
way up there.
Yeah.
That's great.
There you
Oh, it's
are.
lovely. Well, lovely to meet you
And you.
anyway.
Right, yeah,
And
and you.
safe journey. And
Yeah, and hope it goes well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
All
Interesting, I
right.
haven't, but yeah.
Yeah. Bye now.
God bless. Bye now. Bye. Bye. Oh, it's wonderful talking to them. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. So his ministry for the church is bell ringing and opening the place up. They're obviously content round here. Wonderful stories. I might have to dig out that episode of All Creatures Great and Small, the original BBC series with Peter Davison and Tristan Farnan. See if I can find that episode. I'd quite like to see where that stay gets broken on the bell and the rope disappears into the air. Thankfully, in real bell ringing as opposed to television bell ringing, it is a rare event. St Mary's Prittlewell in Essex. Don't think I've ever seen stay being broken on a bell. The stay is the sort of fuse of the bell, so that if the rope is pulled too hard, the bell goes through 360 degrees. It will hit the slider and it will hit so hard that the stay will just break, so the rest of the bell and the headstock are not damaged. But the stay itself is what the word means. When the bell is at rest, it keeps the bell in place. It stays the bell upright, ready for ringing. Trying to see if I can see the church. Church bell has just struck, so I must be getting near the church. There's Grinton Bridge there. Ooh. This is a very nice footpath through a field. It's not often you get footpaths with the wires on each side to stop you from straying into a field. Normally footpaths are just open. You have a rough idea where you're going. But this one gives you guidance. It's what we need sometimes in life, is a bit of guidance. Can't do it all ourselves. I think that's where the Holy Spirit helps us. The Holy Spirit will guide you into all truth. We all need the Holy Spirit, the strength of the Holy Spirit, the empowerment of the Holy Spirit. The wind blows where it wills. You neither see where it comes from or where it is going to. Nonetheless, it blows. It always blows. Oh, there's the church. There it is in the distance. The Cathedral of the Downs. Not the Downs, the Cathedral of the Dales. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking of Alfriston in Sussex. That's the Cathedral of the Downs. This is the Cathedral of the Dales. The words came out wrong. Let's go and have a look. Right, some steps and up to the bridge. Not too far to the church. There's a permissive footpath here. Walkers may use this path by permission of the landowner as an accessible alternative to reach the roadside. The path is not a public right of way. Permission to use this route may be withdrawn at any time. I'll stick with the official footpath in case permission suddenly gets withdrawn. Here we go. And here we are. And here's that stream again, or river. And there's the pub. Stop here a minute. One duck down there. That's quite a view, the way the river sort of meanders from round the bend. Quietly minding its own business and just gently flowing. Good day for a ride. There we are, Diocese of Leeds, St Andrew, Grinton, known as the Cathedral of the Dales. Service next Sunday. See parish notices. Right. go and have a look. 3 and 1 are all needed there, I think. Lovely tower. Ukrainian flag flying. Afternoon.
Hello. How are you?
All right, thanks. Are you local?
Yes.
All right.
I'm the Churchwarden.
Oh, you're Churchwarden. That's a very important position.
No, not really.
Very
Just looking
important
after the old
position.
building.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just in this area, just doing a few walks. So I thought I'd look in here. This is the Cathedral of the Dales.
It is, yeah.
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 And I'm told that inside there's a broken stay from when they filmed All Creatures Great and Small.
That's
from
right.
the bells.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bell ringer from Essex.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have a
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you up into the tower because it's shut.
Oh, that's very kind of
Yeah.
you. Thanks very much. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello. Is it afternoon now?
It is afternoon, yes.
Oh, okay.
Time is marching on. Oh, she's very kind of you.
That's okay.
It's 8 bells here, 10 hundredweight, isn't it? From what I
Yeah,
looked up in
that's right,
Duff's
yeah.
guide. Oh, I see. Right. Brilliant. One more. Not there. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Right. There's the stay.
Sorry, you know what?
There's the stay.
That's the stay.
Then it's signed
Or by the guy who broke it.
by the
And
members of the cast.
I'm the only. What's it say? Responsible. I'm
I'm the
only
one responsible.
I am only partly responsible.
Yeah, from
That's
Pete,
what-
that's Peter Davison.
Is that Peter Davidson? Because
Yeah,
he
Peter
was
Davison, yeah.
he was ringing, but he didn't break the stay.
No.
Oh, how wonderful!
There you go.
And this stay was broken by members of the cast during the filming of the last instalment of the BBC series All Creatures Great and Small. That's the original BBC series,
Yes,
not the
that's
modern
right.
one
Yeah,
on
not the
Channel
modern
5.
one.
No.
No.
And we've got some photos there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic! Thanks for showing me that.
That's okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you get many ringers here on a Sunday?
No, we don't. Sundays we're not big enough band yet. We've just recruited 4 more ringers, which will bring us up to a regular band of 8 when they're kind of broken in. And 2 of us are, relatively new beginners.
Right.
We have 2 experienced ringers,
Right.
who can kind of ring a variety of things, but the rest of us are, in the early stages of our
good.
ringing career.
Good for you. I met a gentleman walking his dog, and I think
Chris,
must have been his,
Chris Atkin?
He didn't give his name, but he said he opens up the church,
Yeah.
and he was a bell ringer here.
Yeah, he's a tower captain.
He's the tower captain.
Yeah.
Right, so I've met the tower captain and the churchwarden now. So I'm in good company. That's wonderful.
Yeah. No.
Yes. How long have you been churchwarden?
A couple of years. Just
A couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an important position.
And,
But well done.
trying to deal with somebody.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for showing me this.
No,
It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, really good. What's all this wood here for then?
All right. We put in 2 new valves in 2017.
Oh, right.
So we went from 6 up to 8.
Right.
And at the same time, we put a false floor in to make the rodents more controllable.
Right.
Because it was quite a long drop before.
Right.
It was only kind of 5 feet to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
original one. But we are thinking of automating the clock, and the weights come down there. So
Right.
if we automate it,
Yeah.
then the new weights will stop just above this false floor,
Right.
and that wood
Right.
will then complete the false floor.
Right.
And yeah, that's why it's there basically.
Sounds like you've been doing a lot then.
And then that'll come out, and we'll have a little bit more
Yeah.
room in the ringing chamber.
Where does the clock get wound? Up the top?
At the top, yeah.
Who winds it?
Usually the ringers on a Friday night.
Yeah.
It takes about 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Gosh. Is it how many weights? to pull up?
Three weights.
Right. When we're back at St Mary's Fiddle, it's me
Oh,
normally
right.
winds it.
Okay.
We've got 2 weights,
Yeah.
probably about 5-10 minutes at the
Yeah.
most.
Right.
And then we have to put it like at the beginning of the week 2 minutes slow, because by the end of the week it catches up.
Oh, okay.
Well, it probably needs another penny on the pendulum or something,
Yes,
but we've got to get
yeah.
to the pendulum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
So we're looking at, it's going to cost us about 8,000 quid to
Right.
automate it,
Yeah.
and to get a pendulum adjuster in, so
Right.
we don't need to go up there at all. But
No.
you still need to have people who know how it works.
Yes.
Because you've still got the original clockwork there.
Right.
And to get power cuts or
Yes.
any problems, you've got to be able to do that.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Who do you use? Smiths of Derby?
Smiths of Derby.
Smiths of Derby, that's who
because
we-
it's a Potts clock, which is
Right.
because he sold his firm in 1928 to Smiths.
Smiths.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Wonderful history.
so they've been doing the kind of annual maintenance ever since.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. That's a pleasure.
It's been absolutely wonderful to be able to go up the tower here at Grinton. Really great. Paul's taken me up there. Bit of a challenge getting up those steps though. But nonetheless, I got up there. I had a good look, and I've seen the stay that got broken during the filming of All Creatures Great and Small, and I've had a really warm welcome here. It's been really lovely. A lovely church in a nice little village. So I come to the end of my 3rd walk in Advent, and I couldn't think of a better place to finish it, nor on a better afternoon with the sun shining through in this wonderful churchyard.